And hello all of my fellow nerds out there, this is Oracle Nerd Richie and welcome to Tattoos and Tulips. This is a visual novel game that I found on itch.io. I know that you guys were probably expecting another Ruby discussion video, but I kind of want to space out the discussion videos a little bit because I kind of want to actually try to script part 3 because I never really script anything when it comes to my videos. But that's probably the one series I'm gonna try to script now. So, whoa, the offset is a bit odd. Like I'm not even on top of the load button, and it's okay. Well, so this is Tattoos and Tulips. This is a visual novel I found. I have no idea what I'm gonna get myself into. So let's just go ahead and click start. Chapter 1. Here comes the sunflower. Even the tiniest of flowers can have the toughest roots. Shannon Mullen. Busy Bee Flower Shop. Okay, so unknown number. I miss you.
Oh, hell no.
Wait, is this voice acted? Okay, so voice acted visual novel. Got it. I'll take it. I glare at my phone screen, uncertain of what I should do. How do they possibly expect me to respond? Oh, I miss you too. Missed how you cheated and lied to me for 8 months straight. Okay, so I grip my phone and shut it off.
I can't deal with this right now.
Oh, it is fully voice acted. All right. What a perfect ending to a horrible day. I find it hard to even enjoy the sunset dancing across Queen Anne's laces, their perfect white taking on a sherbet sky. Only an hour left until closing time, then I can go to bed early and forget today ever happened. Why do customers feel so entitled to everything? How am I supposed to help that our delivery truck is late? I don't care if it's your wedding in a week, ma'am. I can't do anything about it. Oh, what's that? You're never coming back? Like I care. Have fun traveling halfway across town to the other florist, the one with more pests than petunias. God, I hate customer service. Yeah, honestly, I can kind of agree. This is kind of one of the reasons why I never want to get a job in customer service, because there are people like that. Stuff is for birds, or the fortunate souls like me who actually enjoy working here when it's just me and the plants. If only my granny owned a farm, but I'm from a family of citygoers who have barely a foot of grass to her name. Speaking of granny, she's probably in bed already. I look at the clock, 6:15. Yeah, she's definitely asleep by now. How am I supposed to pass the time for 45 whole minutes? I find myself continually looking at the clock, foolishly thinking that every time I look back at it, a decent amount of time has passed. But it barely moves. I hope the clock's not broken. What was the last time the thing was fixed anyway? Feeling hopeful, I look at the time on my phone, greeted by a pesky notification from my ex still plastered on my screen. I swipe to remove it. Then I realized, to my horror, that the clock was in fact running fast. It's actually 6:10. I slid my head on the down on the counter. I'd scream if I had a pillow, but maybe I can get away with it since no one's here. I suck in my breath, then I hear the door chime. Oh? Of course. I shoot my head up, not making any attempt to mask my mood. Who could possibly need flowers at this time? Why doesn't Granny just close the shop earlier? No one ever shows up in the last hour anyway. I look up, not expecting to see anyone in particular. Maybe a businessman or a mother and daughter. But instead, I see a man around my age, maybe early 20s. The more I look at him, the more I realize that everything about him is striking. He has long hair and terracotta skin. He's tall and muscular with tattoos covering one arm and a smaller one on his shoulder blade. He's carrying a black book in his hand. But the thing that stands out the most is his smile. He's beaming, all teeth looking right at me. It's the brightest smile I've ever seen a person wear. I'm sure he can keep the flowers constantly fed with it. As strange as it is, it definitely suits him. I hate myself a bit when I realize the obvious. He's gorgeous. My stomach twists at the realization. This isn't an unfair sensation. I felt this way before. Too many times. I decided that moment. Not again.
Hey, what time do you guys close?
Ooh, okay. Honestly, that voice does fit him, I won't lie. It's an innocent enough question, though I don't know what guys he's referring to. I'm clearly the only one standing here. But my confusion and irritation is enough to pull me right back down to reality. If he just stood at the door a second longer, he'd have seen that we close at 7. I suck in a breath and tell him.
7 and not a minute later. I've been here forever.
I feel annoyed instantly. I can't focus on anything outside of my tired eyes and sore neck. Oh, tell me about that. I know how a sore neck feels. I'm sure it's showing on my face, but I don't care. Not today. Well, to be fair, not really any day. But especially not today.
Oh, great. I'll try not to be too long. I know this is weird, but, can I, sketch in here?
Huh?
Huh?
You wanna do what?
I ask immediately, not even taking the time to think over what he said.
Draw. I brought my sketch pad.
He lifts his black book to show me. I don't say anything. Hopefully he'll just take a hit and just leave or explain himself better. He rubs the back of his neck and avoids my eyes. Huh, he seems like a scary guy. I'm surprised that worked.
I can also just purchase some flowers and take them home. But I'm not really good with plants, honestly. I just wanted to sketch the flowers. So I chose a time you guys weren't very busy, so I don't disturb the shop or anything.
That's a first. No one has ever wanted to do that here. I'm still confused, but I hear him out.
I'm a tattoo artist across the street. Tattoo. Maybe you've heard of it?
Okay, first off, that is a very clever name for a tattoo shop. Why has nobody thought of that yet? Okay, is there a menu? Yes, there is. Okay, I kind of want to turn the music down a bit. There we go. Is there a way to close this, or? Okay, I can just right click. That works. That works too. He makes a peace sign with his fingers. No, not a peace sign. The number 2. Oh, I get it. It almost sounds like he's trying to brag, so I shut him down in a moment. The name was equally dumb and clever.
I've never heard of it.
It's not entirely a lie. I know it exists, but I've never been. I have no business there. He tugs at the back of his neck, still smiling and shuffling his feet. I would have never expected someone who looks like him to do such a thing. I found myself feeling sort of bad for being so harsh before.
You don't have to buy anything. Don't want you wasting your money on something you'll kill in under a week.
He shrinks a bit at that. Seeing such sad display makes me realize how much of a monster I'm being. Alright, I'll lighten up just a bit.
But you can do whatever the hell you want. It's not my store. I just stand here and look pretty, I guess.
I shrug. I plan on laying my head back on the counter when he disturbs my peace again.
You're doing a good job.
Huh?
Hold on, is he hitting on me? This guy's just chock full of surprises. I feel myself flush, but I don't let him see me. I shake it off, look him straight in the eyes, hoping that my trick will work a second time, and he'll either retreat or address me. He meets my gaze for a moment, bites his lips, and averts his eyes. but he still addresses me despite showing signs he'd flee.
So, do you have any tattoos?
He attempts to converse, even though I'm positive that he knows the answer already. My skin is plain, and the only marks on me are the freckles I was cursed with. I look down at myself in my admittedly favorite yellow apron and white shirt, accompanied by naked arms.
No, I think I just scare away all the old farts that come in here. Besides, I've always been pretty scared of needles. And blood.
Yeah, that's pretty understandable.
That's a shame on the needle's part. They don't have to bleed. Usually that's a sign of overworking the skin.
I actually never knew that. Is that actually a thing?
But regardless, I think you would look really good with one. Even if it's just a small hidden one. For instance, I have a little one right here.
Oh, it is a tiny one. Huh. He lifts the hem of his shirt, holding it to his chest to reveal a little sunflower on his V-line, neighboring a six-pack. My mind turns to mush when he does that. I raise my hands as if to stop him, and I feel blood rush to my face. It confirms my suspicion about him. I definitely don't trust this guy. Not because of his style or anything, but is he really here to just doodle flowers or whatever? That's the weirdest excuse I've ever heard. Is he trying to seduce me? I don't know why he would want to do that or what he'd gain. The store doesn't make that much money and I can't offer him anything. So I guess trusting him or not makes no difference.
Aren't you supposed to be coloring or something?
Oh, sorry. I only meant... Anyway, I'll be over there with the tulips if you need me for anything.
I'm unsure what to think, so I keep my eye on him. But not that it's a difficult task, though. He's very easy on the eyes. Is that so? He pulls up a nearby stool and flips open his sketchbook before drawing the bouquet of tulips. I watch him for a bit, but not sure what I should do with myself. The only non-weird option is to just see what he's doing. As I get close to him, he drops the pencil onto the sketchbook and meets my gaze. Surprising me, he reaches his hand out to me. A handshake?
My name is Shay, by the way.
Ah, okay. I take it and he flashes me another blinding smile. Oh, I almost flinched at the sight of it.
Chrys.
Oh, Chrys, like chrysalis, I assume? That's interesting. The guy Shay cocks his head at my name tag.
Huh. So it's pronounced like Chrys, but you spell it like chrysanthemum. That's pretty sick.
I've never heard of the word chrysanthemum. Wait, what the heck does chrysanthemum mean? Okay, so a chrysanthemum is apparently a type of flower. I've never actually heard of that before. He thinks it's cool? I find myself struggling to respond, but luckily I find my footing.
Yeah, my whole family are a bunch of flower enthusiasts. My granny owns this place, actually.
Why am I telling him this? Why am I engaging in a conversation with this guy? Don't tell me it's just because he's attractive. I have higher standards than that. Oh, do you now? Don't I? Wait. Oh, cool. This place is really nice. Wait, where'd the voice acting go? This place is really nicer around this time. A lot less rowdy than my shop. Oh, so it's not fully voice acted. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Maybe, but it's a lot more boring here, especially around closing time. She scratches away at his sketchpad. My curiosity gets the better of me. I peek down at the page. What I see is just a bunch of messy pencil lines, but it really does capture the accuracy and beauty of the triumph tulips before him. You're not bad. I'm surprised at myself for even acknowledging it, let alone saying it. He coughs out a laugh, like he's surprised I said such a thing. It's true, I'm not one for compliments, but, well, it felt necessary to tell him. Also, I'm pretty sure that said Shay and not Chrys. I could be mixing it up.
Thanks.
I need to work on my flower drawing skills. Despite what he says, I can tell they're tulips just by looking at them. I'm hoping next time I tattoo a flower on someone, they'll look halfway decent. If the sketches are anything to go off of, he's more than halfway decent. He's very quick and accurate. Within a few more moments, he's already got a few more flowers on the page, mostly the tulips, but there are a sprinkling of dahlias and daffodils interspersed, all different angles and shapes. He captures the little details, the droplets from where I sprayed them earlier, the slight curvature of the stems, and just how many flower tendrils there are. So, did you really come in here just to draw flowers? He looks at me and raises an eyebrow. Yeah, I need a reference to draw flowers better. Tulips are pretty common, also roses and daisies. I was also hoping to sketch those dahlias over there. He even points his pen to the correct group of flowers. I struggle a bit with all of them, honestly.
Huh?
Huh, he knows the name of some flowers? That's rare. Maybe he did his research before he came in? But he's being modest. If he was any better, he'd have just as well taken a picture of it. So I remembered this place and dropped by. I could have looked up a reference or something, but I like the real deal. You guys have a great selection. He looks around. You have flowers I didn't even know existed. Well, how many flowers do you know about? More than most, but obviously not more than a florist would. I try not to feel too smug about it, but yeah, I know a thing or two about flowers. It doesn't make for good conversation though, so maybe I'll spare him the flower facts for today. Might. That's a clever little ringtone. My phone chimes once again. I whip it out of my pocket. After looking at it and realizing it's another text from them, I swipe it as fast as I can. Maybe a bit too aggressively, I admit. Shay gives me a confused look, and I realize how unnecessary I acted before. Great, now I have to explain myself. I attempt to do just that, but he raises a hand to stop me. Hey, you don't have to explain yourself, man. It's your business. He says it whilst maintaining the same infectious smile. Does his face not hurt? Maybe he should take up a job as a news broadcaster. He continues to sketch away. I guess I don't need to come up with an excuse then. Alright, well good. It just gets me heated to think about it anyway. I begin to think our conversation dies there, and I don't know how to keep it alive. Or if I even want to, for that matter. Luckily, to my surprise, Shay keeps talking. You don't mind if I keep coming back and drawing here, do you? I shake my head. Do whatever you want. He flashes me another smile. He finishes his sketches while I start closing up in the remaining time. And we do our own thing in each other's company. I'd even go as far as to say it's pleasant. Closing time comes quicker than I expected it to. I start packing up my stuff and Shay does the same. We meet each other at the door. And I remember that I don't need to leave. I live upstairs. Am I some kind of idiot? I actually forgot to do something. I back away from the door. I can't believe I did that. Oh, gotcha. It was nice talking to you, Chrys. What?
Yeah.
It isn't much of a farewell, but he seems satisfied with that. Have a good night. I'll be seeing you around. Likewise. Mostly because he's right down the street, I can see him anytime I look out the window if I try hard enough. Or had a pair of binoculars. But that's creepy. I was just thinking the same thing. And with that, he waves me goodbye. He's gone a moment later. I stare at the spot where he stood for another moment before I realized just what I'm doing. I retreat behind the counter and pull out my phone. What I thought was another text from my ex was instead a text from my best friend, B. The first good friend I've had since, well, elementary school. I had to cut off a lot of my friends from high school and afterwards effectively leaving the life I led with them behind. The alcohol, drugs, and crime are right along with it. It's been 2 years since then, but my life pales in comparison to those days. Always exciting, always unplanned, always filled with danger. I don't miss it, of course. I gained a lot of resentment from my folks. Even so far as being kicked out and forced to stay with my granny here. But ever since I've been good, for lack of a better word. My life is now a boring one, but I find joy in flowers. I always was an outdoorsy kid, but now I really can't imagine myself not having some greenery in my life. Beats those backstabbers I call friends any day. At least I can see the thorns on a rose. Well, all my friends were backstabbers except for B. When I first moved here 2 years ago, she showed me friends I didn't have. Friends didn't have to be in name alone. I should call her. I really, really want to hear her voice. I need some form of comfort. What a day. I feel like I haven't been able to breathe for a whole hour. Chapter 2. Best buds. Oh, I get it, like a flower bud. But he that dares not grasp the thorn should never crave the rose. Anne Brunt. This is just full of flower quotes.
Hello.
Oh, you're B. Okay, so you're B. That makes sense. Or Bia? I have no idea how to pronounce it. The second I hear her sweet voice, I can feel my eyes start to well up with tears and my throat tightening up. I prevent myself from giving in just yet.
Hey, are you busy? I need to vent for a bit.
I sound a bit stiff.
Are you in an okay headspace to hear me rant?
Yeah. Also, I'm never too busy for you. What's wrong?
That's all it takes for the floodgates to open, and out comes the waterworks.
I had such a bad day. First I overslept, then a customer yelled at me, and to top everything off, my stupid ex texts me out of the blue.
Yep, that sounds like a typical Tuesday.
Like, what do they want? I haven't spoken to them in months. And today, of all days...
What did they say?
I miss you. Can you believe that?
Well, yeah, actually. You were really great to them. They, however, were a major douche.
I know. They just... The whole time we were together, they never said nice things like that to me, and now... Why?
Don't listen to their bull. They are just trying to manipulate you, sweetie. You are so much better without them. Do you want me to fight them? I'll do it. I know people.
I won't listen, I swear. I'm happy I got out of that relationship, and I appreciate your, enthusiasm. I'm just... It's so frustrating.
I know, honey. I'm so sorry. Have you not blocked them?
I start to wipe my eyes with my forearm. It seems like crying is helping me calm down a bit. I'm not even sad, just really angry, fed up, and now a bit embarrassed, but I knew that B wouldn't judge me. She never does.
Don't apologize. You didn't do anything. And I did block them, but they keep making new numbers.
Like, how?
I need to change mine.
Yeah, you really do. And I know it's not my fault, but I'm just sorry you have to go through that. And don't worry about being late. I'm sure your granny didn't mind.
I know, but she had to open for me this morning, and it made her late to her doctor's appointment. I feel horrible.
Well, did she say she was upset with you?
I'll think about it for a moment. Granny doesn't know how to be subtle or secretive. If she was upset with me, I'd probably know it.
Well, no.
Then don't get so worked up. You're always on time. If she had a problem, she would have said so. Besides, everyone makes mistakes. And about that customer, they can shove it. It isn't anything personal, they're just trying to feel powerful by talking down to us working class people.
I understand that, but it just was all too much today.
Hey, I hear you. I'm not undermining it. It's always going to be hard. I work in customer service too, remember? And a mall of all things? People are crazy in malls, let me tell you. I can't tell you how many freak out at me over the smallest things. Why are their jeans only in sizes 3 and 4? What about 5?
She starts quoting what I assume is some customer she dealt with, doing a silly Karen-esque impression.
Anyway, was there anything else that happened? Anything else you want to talk about?
Something comes to mind and I hesitate, feeling a bit silly for doing so. This is Bea I'm talking about. She's one of the only people I know I can tell about this besides Granny.
Well, there was this guy.
She hums, giggling to herself. She already knows what I'm about to say. Am I that predictable? How many times have I had the same discussion with her about an attractive person? Well, many times actually. Besides flowers, 20-something-year-old cuties were my absolute weakness.
I'm listening.
It's not like that.
I attempt to lie, but she sees right through it.
Oh, so you just want to talk about some random customer then?
Of course not. What's the fun in that?
No.
Chrys, stop holding out on me. Tell me about them.
Well, he's a tattoo artist. He works across the street. Tattoo, he said. Get it? Tattoo like the number 2? It's stupid, I know.
She sounds surprised.
What's up?
Hey, just that, doesn't sound like your type.
Huh? I don't have a type, you know that.
The type for me is hot, plain and simple.
He was very nice. He came here to draw some flowers for a reference or something.
Nice. No, that's not your type at all.
She isn't entirely wrong, and maybe that's why I'm in this situation now. I shake the thought from my head before it can get a hold of me. Still, I enjoyed being around a genuinely kind human being. It's a nice change of pace.
He didn't look kind, but he definitely was. We talked for a bit. He said he wants to come back.
Wow, that doesn't sound so bad. What does he look like?
Huh. He's got long black hair, dark eyes, piercings, muscles, a tattoo on one arm, and his skin is flawless. And, get this.
Oh, wait, is he gonna tell her?
He's got the cutest sunflower tattoo on his stomach. And a six-pack.
That sounds very adorable and very hot.
I nod eagerly, although she can't see me.
So, what? You're telling me you're not gonna ask him out?
I can't.
But I can still acknowledge that he's an attractive guy. I have eyes, after all.
You can't?
Well, yeah, I mean, I can, but I can't. I'm still so damaged from my other relationships. It's just way too soon.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I mean, I can't even receive a text message from my ex without freaking out. Rushing into something else would just make things worse. Besides, he's too good for me. You said it yourself.
I never said that. You just chose to hear that. Chrys, you're great. You're just a bit bent at the moment. You don't want to believe you're capable of dating. You're just a bit out of it right now, and you need time to heal. But that's really mature of you. You're a better person than me. I'd be all over that, like bees on honey. It's a shame. He sounds like a real catch.
He really is. Hey, why don't I ask him out for you?
Honestly, that would be a funny twist of fate.
No. No way.
But you literally just said.
It's, well, I'm just talking to somebody else already.
You are? This is the first I've heard of him. Who is it?
Hey, Chrys? She diverts, but I indulge her since she's been so patient with me. It's not one of her strong suits, admittedly. What?
Do you want to have dinner with me and a friend of mine? At the Jade place, of course.
She's trying to distract me with food, and it's working. But I won't let her get away with it that easily.
Oh? Is this friend a special someone?
Yeah, you could say that.
Then bring them along. We can go out tonight. I could go for some mozzarella sticks right about now. I'm starving.
Bro, this guy knows my taste. This guy actually knows my taste. I actually am addicted to mozzarella sticks. Like, you don't even know. I'm a fiend when it comes to that kind of thing. I am literally a fiend when it comes to mozzarella sticks. I promise you. Anywho, I feel my mouth drool at the thought of him. Oh, he is literally me! Chrys is literally me. He's literally me right now. I could literally go for some mozzarella sticks. Seriously.
Sure thing. Meet us there in an hour.
Okay, no problem. See you then. And, B?
Oh, it is B. I knew it. Yes?
Thanks for listening to what I have on my mind. Now and, well, every time before.
You don't have to thank me. I know you do the same for me too. I'll see you soon. Be safe. Love you.
Love you too.
Aww. The phone hangs up a second later and I head upstairs. If I don't get any food in me, I'm going to collapse. Chapter 3. Rose to the occasion. If you've never been thrilled on the very edges of your soul by a flower in spring bloom, maybe your soul has never been in bloom. Audra Fovio. I'm actually really liking some of these quotes. I really like them. It only takes me a moment to get a shower into some clothes that aren't covered in pollen. Okay, well, this part is going longer than I thought it would, so I'm gonna save here. Wait, groceries, flour, low-fat milk, eggs, ice cream, vinegar, toilet paper. Don't forget to further save your progress. Alright, so I'm gonna save here for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason